Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. And I want to say Shalom to Akmin Akwalt out there, pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, First Dogs, Next Humans. And in parentheses, microchips. Okay? And really, it could be, mandatory microchips. All right? Because that's what's happening now. Right? So, here in Vegas, all right, they have recently, within the last few days, made a law, Las Vegas, to mandate microchipping pets, fines, and jail for violators. Okay, so now in Las Vegas, if you have a dog over a certain age, I think it's a couple months, you must get it microchipped, and if you don't, you can go to jail or pay up to $1,000, right? So we'll read it. Las Vegas KLAS. Pet owners in Las Vegas must microchip their pets by Thursday. Okay, by Thursday. This coming Thursday, I think, right? This was July 31st. No, it's updated. So like it's already in effect, right? So it says, or they may find themselves in trouble with the city of Las Vegas. Beginning August 1st, all dogs and cats 4 months or older in the city limits are required to have a microchip. The penalty for not complying is a fine of up to $1,000 or even jail time. The goal of the microchip is to reduce the strain on shelters by quickly returning animals to their owners. A microchip is a tiny electronic chip, and listen, they're gonna pull something here that we know what they're doing. We know what it is, what it's talking about. But it's all really for one reason. It says the hell happened here? Oh, so it says a microchip is a tiny electronic chip half the size of a grain of rice. It is implanted under the animal skin, but it is not a tracking device. And that's what they keep on saying with these RFID devices. All right, these microchips, they keep on pushing, it's not a tracking device. It's not a tracking device. It's not a tracking device. And they say that because that's one of the main things people are, sketchy about having getting an implant about, all right, is they don't want to be tracked. Well, that's why they keep on saying it's not a tracking device. All right, and these ones that they have right now are not a tracking device, okay? They're not. But the ones that they're working on absolutely are. All right, and matter of fact, they already have RFID tags that are used for tracking commerce. All right, they're used commercially. All right, and goods and shipments and stuff like that. So yeah, they are used for that. Okay, we touched on, what was it? Cloud RFID Cloud, or whatever it was called. There's a bunch of technology where it's managed over a network. And hey, man, we're not ignorant of what's going on here. All right, just yesterday I did that mini lesson talking about we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. This is another one of those, man. All right, and this is just Las Vegas right now, but it's gonna start popping up everywhere. Wait, you're gonna see, everybody has to get their dogs mandatory microchip. You're gonna start hearing that word, mandatory microchip. Microchip's mandatory. Microchip mandate. Microchip mandate. Microchip mandate. You're gonna start hearing that all over the place. It's already right here, mandating microchip. All right, Las Vegas to mandate microchipping pets. All right, it says microchips can contain unique and identifiable number that can be scanned. It's a great permanent identification for your pet, Danielle Harney, Animal Control Administrator for the City of Henderson, said. The Animal Foundation said requiring microchips will hopefully alleviate overcrowded shelters. Currently, about 65% of the shelter's intakes come in as strays and are not reunited with their owners. When we look statistically, our rate of return for animals that get to the shelter is like under 30%. Hillary Gray, CEO of the Animal Foundation, said. All right. And that's bullshit anyway. It says, because they say, oh, well, we want the microchips in them because they can, as soon as they come in, we can just get them right back to their families. That's not true, because me and my wife have found a dog before that had a microchip in it, and they weren't able to get it back to their owners for one reason or another, whether the owner didn't want it or not. All right. If they're out of state, then it doesn't work. If this happens, then it doesn't work. It has to be updated, yada, yada, yada. So it's just a bunch of bullshit, man. It's just a mandate, and it's something really that's more than likely just there to serve the fact to get that word microchip mandate out. All right. She said the more options they have, the better the outcome. It's really kind of a layered system if you think about it that way, Gray added. Each city and county, however, has its own sets of rules when it comes to microchipping. We would love to see other jurisdictions do similar, but in areas of the county where municipalities have done that, they've dropped licensing in favor of microchipping. They don't have both, Gray said. Unincorporated Clark County only requires pets to wear a collar with a ID and rabies tag. Okay, so there you go. It says the city of North Las Vegas requires pets to be licensed as well. Although the city of North Las Vegas requires pets to be licensed, although according to a spokesperson, they have discussed microchip requirements as well. So North Las Vegas is going to get on the dog and cat microchip. So if you have a cat now or a dog, you have to get a microchip. And hey, you might think I'm not going to do it, but then guess what? If your dog has to go to the vet, then you're going to either be thrown in jail or have a $1,000 fine because you didn't get that dog microchipped or that cat microchipped. All right, and it says the city of Henderson requires pets to be licensed, but is not planning to institute a microchip ordinance. All right, so Henderson, as of the moment, which is about 30, 35, 34 minutes, depending on the traffic from where we are in Las Vegas. And hey, man, so they're not gonna do it yet, right? It says we don't plan on microchipping required. We don't plan on making microchipping required for pet licensing. We really want to make sure the animal is spayed and neutered and current on rabies, Harney said. She added that identification is only good as its data. All right, this is the lady, and this is the lady from Henderson. She sounds smarter. It says it's really no different than a collar or with a tag. We have animals that come in all the time with collars, but if the tag isn't updated, it does no good. The same thing with a microchip, Harney mentioned. There you go. It says on September 14th, Nevada SPCA will host a free vaccine and microchip clinic on Silverado Ranch Community Center from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Animal Foundation additionally offers microchipping at the cost of $35 to make an appointment. Visit the Animal Foundation. There you go. So why are they throwing all these terms microchip around, mandatory microchip? Well, we know, man. We're not stupid. All right, and this, first of all, is an unrighteous decree that you have to go and cut into an animal's flesh and go and get them microchipped. That's unrighteous, man. You're not supposed to do something like that. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And it's already an unrighteous decree to have you go and do something like this. All right, because a lot of us, especially in this truth, we don't want to do anything like that to our pets because you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be cutting the balls off your animal. You're not supposed to be going and cutting out the ovaries of an animal. You're not supposed to be going and doing that. You're not supposed to be cutting in and putting some digital microchip in beneath their skin. You're not supposed to be doing that, man. All right, that's not something that's supposed to be being done. All right, and you might say, oh, because it's not the law, it doesn't apply to animals. All right, but you shouldn't be putting no fucking digital. Does that not sound weird that you're cutting into an animal's flesh and putting a chip in there? That just sounds weird. It sounds fucking weird. You want to know why it sounds weird? Because the shit's weird. It's weird, okay? And if we don't want to take no microchip, we damn sure don't want our dogs taking no microchip because that's gonna fuck them up. It's gonna give them, even with the mark of the beast. All right, it says it talks about a grievous sore. All right, coming, and that's like cancerous, festering rot. You don't want that happening to your dog either. All right, because it's got all that radiation in it and all this other shit in it. And it's only gonna look, cutting into an animal's flesh and putting a microchip in it that has all this electronical shit in it. The only thing that could do is either cause cancers or less life expectancy. Okay, and they already go and lie and say a bunch of shit like, oh, if you neuter your animals, all right, they'll live longer. Well, guess what? All the animals that I've seen the longest still had their shit. Okay, still had their shit. All right, old as hell. All right, all the dogs that got neutered or spayed, they usually die pretty young. All right, the dogs that still have their shit intact, all right, hey, they usually live to be quite old. Matter of fact, all the older dogs that I know have had their shit. But they say, oh no, it lengthens their life expectancy. No, it doesn't. It's been proven that it shortens them. It's been proven. All right, just you could see it with your own eyes, your own two eyes. All right, there's people that talk about it out there, but now there's a lot of misinformation that goes out with it. Okay, so that's an unrighteous decree right there, right off the bat. But the real unrighteous decree, another one of them at least, is going to be when they say, oh, you as a human, you got to go and get this microchip, all right, or you're going to be subject to penalties or death or imprisonment, right? That's gonna be the big one. All right, that's the one we're waiting for. All right, because we know it's gonna happen. All right, we just don't know. We know it's gonna happen. We just don't know necessarily when. All right, at what time it's gonna happen. Okay, that's so. Hey man, but we know we're waiting, we're watching. Okay, we're waiting and we're watching. Okay, let's matter of fact go and get a scripture about waiting and watching real quick. Let's get Slovakia. Let's get Ecclesiasticus 39 and 39 and 1 through 4. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 1 through 4. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High," let me start over. "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies." And that's what we're doing, is trying to be occupied in prophecies and seeing, hey, look at this, man. Look at this. They're talking about microchipping dogs and making it mandatory. It was never mandatory to microchip your dogs. Now all of a sudden it is. That's just weird, man. It just you gotta look, man. They say read between the lines, man. You gotta read between the lines. Read every other word, right? Read every capital in every sentence, right? Because you know how sometimes they hide that. Like you'll look at a capital sometimes in a book, and right here you'll see, like if you're using the scriptures right here, you'll see B H H H. Well, sometimes and you know they've hidden stuff, you know, in the past, and like in those bold letters you'll see them, and or they'll do it every other word, right? And it'll be like he, keep, out, right? And you'll see it like that. They hide things like that. All right, and these are the ones that are just more apparent. These are the ones that are more out in the open. All right, but a lot of time people don't think anything about it. They don't think anything about hearing this word microchip over and over in the weirdest circumstances. All right, they had a Cheerios commercial. I'll go ahead and play it, because what the fuck did it serve? All right, what the fuck did that video serve? All right, it didn't even make any sense, man. I remember it played during football season, and hey, man, we just about up into football season again, right? Of course, you know, some of us like football. All right, it's one of the things that we like, and you're allowed to like it. All right, as we've mentioned before, you know, Jake thinks you got to be sitting around, you know, just twiddling your thumbs and meditating all day. That's not how it works. All right, you can watch TV. All right, you can go out and, I don't know, get a paint job on your car and make it look nice or something. I don't know. You do you, whatever, as long as it's not, you know, wickedness. All right, but where was it? It was Cheerios microchip. And look, Cheerios microchip commercial. It was fucking weird, man. It didn't make any sense. Look, Cheerios commercial microchip, weird. Right? It was weird. It was really fucking weird.
Are you guys telling secrets? Mine is that Honey Nut. Are you guys telling secrets? Mine is that Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol.
That's not a secret. It's on the box.
Wow.
Oh, I have a secret. I invented the microchip.
Is she serious?
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that, man? Like, come on now. Think about what the fuck. What? That wasn't funny. It wasn't cute. It wasn't. It was just weird. It was just like, why are you gonna throw around that terminology? I invented the microchip. Okay. What does that serve? I don't understand. This person says, this person right here, down right here, 11 months ago said, right in our faces, no more hiding. I've shown this comment and this commercial several times, as I can see it. As actors from The Office, Honey Nut Cheerios, you're not making any sense. Yeah, this person says I can't see it, right? I can't see it, and that's because you can't see it, all right? So hey, man, it's just these people don't get it. This guy does get it, and these people don't get it. Okay, and that's because why? Because they're not looking through. They're not looking inside the box. They're looking outside of the box. Okay, or they're not looking outside of the box. They're looking in the box. Slocky, I got it the other way around. They're in the box. They don't think outside the box. They stay in that box. They look around and they don't see anything in the box. So, oh, must be fine. All right, and people say, no, man, there's a whole bunch of crazy shit going outside the box. No, I don't know. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Because they can't see it because they haven't been given the ability to see these things. All right, it says Revelation 13 is coming true before our eyes, right? And Mark of the Beast, this person says, you're goofy. And it's funny because these motherfuckers are going to be the same one that when it comes out, they're like, wait a minute, a microchip. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, well, interface with my iPhone. I'll get it. This person said, this commercial makes no sense. Terrible. Okay, terrible. No, it does make sense. In the perspective of what you're looking at, as I would say too, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for it. But it does make sense because they're getting that word microchip out. Okay, there you go. It says, what else? It says, I find this ad offensive. All right, what else do we got? This is a cute commercial. No, it's not. All right, so another one was that Glade microchip or Febreze. This shit. It has a microchip in it. It has a circuit board. That's
Febreze. Hi, I use Febreze Fade Defy plug.
And I use this.
Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days.
50 days?
And its refill reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze plug.
This says, I love how they show a PCB, but no ICs. All right, integrated circuits. All right, they're showing PCBs, but no integrated circuits. All right, so let's go back. They're just showing a breadboard. Okay, that's all they're showing is a breadboard, right, with a little bit of solder on it. It's a circuit board. It's not necessarily a breadboard, but I mean, it's a breadboard's basically the same thing, but it's used for like it's not as permanent. Instead of having to solder, you can just do the same thing. But it's they're showing a PCB. All right, PCB. Okay, a PCB. All right, a printed circuit board. All right, or a circuit board. All right, that's it's a lot of the time it's just called a circuit board. PCB. All right, or and they're not, and these are microchips, right? These are microchips right here. These are the microchips. They just show the back. That's what the back of it looks like. And I guess maybe they're saying these little things are microchips, but I don't think so, because I think someone did a Febreze microchip. There's one where I saw like the internals of it. Somebody like looked into it. At least I thought I saw it one time. I think I looked it up. But yeah, well, yeah, that's I guess those are little chips there. You can barely see it because of the commercial's quality. This is supposed to be 1080p, but that's blurry as shit. But it says, let's see. Do they think their customers are stupid? I will skip Febreze. Okay. It said, what else do we have? This is not good. Okay. This is not good. Person said, go woke, go broke. It says, I like how she snatched at the end. This is, as you can see, I liked it. Microchips, desensitizing. There you go. It says, poison. What else do we have? Of course, hashtag the message. I don't know what they're talking about, but maybe they're talking about microchip. This person said, that's not a microchip. This person said, stop with the anti-white ads. I'm never going to buy Febreze again. Oh, no. Oh, no. They didn't have a brown person in it. Oh, no. All right. Oh, no. Ho, ho, ho. Well, they did have they had a white person in it. Well, what do you mean it was anti-white? Let's read it. Watch it
I
again.
use Febreze Fade Defy plug.
And I...
Febreze. Hi, I use Febreze Fade Defy plug.
And I use this.
Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days.
50 days?
And its refill reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze plug.
How is that anti-white? How is it anti-white? Man, these crackers, man, these fucking honky ass motherfuckers they're mad. But anyway, it's desensitization. This is saying microchip. The the Cheerios commercial said microchip. A lot of other ones have probably said microchip, and we just haven't caught it. But hey, man, it's it's desensitization. That's what it is. You keep on saying microchip, 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 microchip. They have Cyberpunk. The whole game is function about getting cybernetic mods and microchips and all these things implanted in you. And then they had, all these different things. And now when people hear microchip, they're like, yeah, whatever. It's microchip. Okay. Microchip implant? Oh, you get it? You put it in your skin? Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. Can it go with my phone? Cool, yeah, I'll get it. Right? That's how people are now. This is Ecclesiastes 39:1 through 4. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. And we're being occupied in prophecies. And one of the big ones is in Revelation 13 and 16. All right, that digital device, all right, that mark of the beast. it says, which is and again, in case anybody doesn't know, the RFID chip, the microchip, is the mark of the beast. Okay, that's the mark of the beast that's being spoke of. You won't be able to buy nor sell without it. It's going to be paired with a CBDC, a central bank digital currency. They're going to have that whole social CQSMBC or whatever they call it, the social credit score management digital currency system or whatever. I can't remember the whole title what they gave those things, but it's basically a central bank digital currency that also has a social credit score linked to it, right? It says, he will keep the sayings of renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. And we know that Yahushua and, the Bible, Yahushua is known to speak a lot in parables, and the Bible's written in a lot of parables, okay? It says, verse 3, he will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he hath tried the good and evil among men. Okay, and this is, it's just one of those things where, the brothers and not the sisters, but the brothers in this truth are going to be occupied in prophecies, and I mean the sisters, to an extent, they're going to be seeing things, and they're going to be, if you understand this truth, they're going to be able to link them up with them. It's not going to be necessarily like how the men are. The men are the one that are teaching and preaching this word and making lessons and stuff like that. But women in a way are watching in the background as well. So they're waiting for the Lord in the same sense, but not to the same effect that men are, right? So let's get the heavy hitting scripture here, the one that you gotta get when you're dealing with the microchip. Revelation 13:16 through 18. It says, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, so it's going to be, and this is, if you go back, it talks about the beast, right? It says, Revelation 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast would both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't worship the beast, and part of that worship of the beast is getting that mark of the beast, you're going to get delivered up to, the guillotines, FEMA camps, and all sorts of different things, right? Now, one of the things I wanted to get, because it mentioned the beast, is who is the beast? What is the beast? All right, right here. Boom. All right, the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO. All right, and it makes up, the 7 heads of the seven governments and kingdoms ruled by Esau. You got Germania Major, the Romans, the French, the Spanish, Germania Minor, the British, and the Greeks, and of course, sitting right on top, the great whore, America, aka, or Babylon, aka America. All right, I always do it backwards. America, or there I did it again. Babylon, all right, Babylon the Great, aka America. So it's not America, also known as Babylon, because it was known as Babylon before it was known as America. So it's Babylon, also known as America, all right, also known as the United States of America, all right, specifically the United States of America, right? So at least that's what I've been taught by the elders and the brothers and apostles, right? Like all of us have, right? Is that it's America, not necessarily America being the United States, not dealing with North America as with Canada and Mexico, but specifically the United States, right? Which is smack dead in the middle of North America. So this is the beast system, right? And the beast system is funded on what? Democracy, religion, idolatry, homosexuality, lies, covetousness, and murder, right? So that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And they have the whole NATO system, all right, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And you have all of these different this is a super accurate list over here now, because this list, I don't know, this is a list that GMS constantly uses, or not a list, what do you want to call it, like a image, there's another word for it I want to call it, but I can't remember, like an informational diagram, not a diagram, I can't think of the word, but it was created by GMS. You can see GMS on it, but it's not as accurate now anymore, because I don't know when it was created. This whole part over here is accurate still, but the NATO part isn't. All the ones here are accurate, but there's been a few more. All right, Sweden has since jumped on, Finland has since jumped on, and there's a couple other ones, right? So that's NATO, right? And NATO was, when it was first established, consisted of 19 nations, and these were the original 19 nations, all right? And it says that when it was established, it consisted of these nations. More have been added since, all right? With the most recent one being, I think, Finland. All right, most recent country to join. It's either NATO. It's either NATO. It's either Finland or Sweden. Sweden. All right. And I don't know. Is Finland still debating? Finland might still be debating. I think they were thinking about it. But Sweden Sweden became NATO's newest member on Thursday, March 7th, 2024. So now we have Sweden, and there's a, see, it says NATO now consists of 32 countries. All right. Over here, going back, it says 19 nations. And this is still accurate because it was this is dealing with the 19 nations that it was originally founded upon, but it's not in the sense an all-encompassing list. All right, there's more members that have been on here, but these nations make up NATO. All right, which we have more nations that make up NATO, which is the beast. Okay, the beast. Right? What's the beast? These nations that make up NATO. All right, right here. Boom, 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 boom. Right. So going back. So what did it say in Revelation 13 and 15? It says, and he had the power, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you're not down with the clown, all right, you're not down with the doctrines and ideologies and philosophies of the beast system, which is NATO, right? Then be put to death. And one of the big things is that draconian law and martial law and a new world order and getting you to put that chip in your body, to have complete and control over you, all right, and basically be your God. Okay, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, the beast, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So there's going to be a mark that is going to be put into your forehead or into your right hand, for the most part, primarily. Okay, and what? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So what if I get it in my left hand? What if I get it in my butt cheek? It don't matter, because you still got it. All right, save he that had the mark. You got it somewhere, didn't you? All right, and you have the Neuralink, which is the brain chip, and then you got the regular RFID chip, which is the regular one that goes in your hand. All right, and you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have that chip. It says, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is 666. And you see them put that everywhere. You see them put it on Monster Energy drink cans. You see them put it on barcodes. You see them put it in the World Economic Forum. You see them put it in the Coca-Cola logo. You see them put it in the Disney logo. You see, it's everywhere, man. It is everywhere. Okay? Everywhere. All right? Okay? You see it in the Disney logo. You see it in the WEF logo. All right, 666. All right, you see it in the Monster logo. All right, which is in Hebrew. All right. Boom. There you go. Wham. 666. And what do they say? What's the slogan? Unleash the beast. All right. So, hey, man. Viv, which is the sixth letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. What else do we got? Barcodes. All right. Okay. Barcode. We'll grab anyone right off the bat, right? So, right here. All right. Barcode numbers. Okay. So, right here. All right. You have the center bars. A thing you got to look at and understand is that, look, this is a 6 right here, right? Look at how it goes up. It's 2 lines in a very close order to each other. Okay? And they're thinner lines. Two lines very thin and close to each other. Okay? There's actually a list right here. Boom. A 6 is what? Dash, skip, dash. Look how they're all different. Okay, look at how they're all different. Okay, they're all different. Okay, but look at the 6. Okay, this is on the left side. All right, this is on the right side. So let's go and look at a barcode, any barcode. Let's get this one. So on the there, it's gonna be dash, skip, dash on the left. All right, it's gonna be dash, skip, dash on the right. Okay, so or yeah, on the left and on the right. So you can see it. Boom, boom. So let's see which one has that. Well, we got one right here, so that's a 6. We got one right here in the middle, so that's a 6. And we got one right here, so that's a 6. So what's that? 6, 6, 6. A 6 on the left a 6 in the middle, and a 6 on the right. 666. There you go. See how they hide it everywhere? See, it's their favorite number. They love that number. It's their favorite thing ever, right? Besides killing and murder, right? So there you go. All right, now let's go and get some scripture, and then we're gonna go ahead and close out because that's pretty much that's what we got. All right, that's what we got. So let's get Psalms 10 and 5. It says, "His ways are always grievous; thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them." Who? Edomites, right? The wicked. It goes back up to the wicked, right? The wicked, verse 2, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices they have imagined." Okay? Right? It says, "For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts." All right? And it goes on back to verse 5. "His ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them." And that means he blows them off like, what you gonna do, man? You ain't gonna do shit. All right? And that's what he thinks. And why? Ultimately leading back to pride. We're gonna get 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get," let's go up to 10 just so it flows better. 2 Corinthians 2 and 10, "To whom ye forgive anything, I forgive also. For if I forgave anything, to whom I forgave it, for your sakes forgave I it in the person of Hamashiach, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know exactly what he's doing. We know exactly what this is. First it's dogs, then it's humans. With that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to say shalom to you, shalom to you, brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, shalom.